Friendly Neighborhood Gamer here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have a lot to cover. This is going to be one of my biggest videos yet because I'm combining almost all the glitches into one video here. Bear with me, this video might be a little bit long, but this is going to be your go-to video for all the glitches. I'm going to cut this introduction short just because this is going to be a very long video, so let's get into it. First up, we have one of the Disarm glitches, which is going to be located at Pylon V13. So I'm not going to go in too much detail about these just because I don't want this to be an insanely long video. I will have links to most of these in the description as well. But first, for this one, you're going to want to come here up to this spot, and there's going to be 4 Tesla arcs you can disarm. Now note, you do have to have the perk card Home Defense on to disarm these. Once you got that equipped, then you can disarm these as many times as possible. The laggier the better. It's kind of the luck of the draw when it comes to the server lag though. Unless, of course, you know how to lag a server. What I would recommend is connecting to your hotspot phone Wi-Fi to help with the lag. The next location is going to be at the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. Now again, this has to factor in with lag. So if you're on a laggy server, then you're going to be able to disarm these a lot more times than you would on a regular server. Usually private servers, you can't disarm these pretty well because it's your own private server connected to your network. There's about 8 of these flamethrower traps in this location that you can disarm. Now there is more of these across the map, but I'm just going to showcase the 2 in this video, just so I don't make it extra long. The absolute best way to do this is if you have a macro. Now for you console players, if you have remote play, you can look up on YouTube or on the internet how to get a macro on your phone. But anyways, you get the gist of it. You can collect these as many times as you want for junk and scrap and also XP. You can get some nice XP buffs on and get a lot of XP from these as well. The next glitch we have is the unlimited AP glitch. Now, a lot of people don't know what actually causes this, but it's usually one of your glitched out weapons. And it's usually one of the black powder weapons that will glitch out to make this happen. Once you have one of your black powder weapons glitched out, what you want to do is you can shoot any enemy, so just shoot them a few times with the glitched weapon, and then switch to the gun that you want to use with the unlimited AP, and you'll be able to shoot it endlessly with the AP. So as you can see, after I shot my black powder weapon, I'm switching to my fixer here, and then I'm going to be able to fire endlessly, and as you can see, my action points do not go down when I'm firing this weapon. This does work on any enemy in the game as well. Okay, so this next one is going to be fixing your glitched weapons once they break so you don't have to re-glitch them. So what you do is once one of your guns breaks, you are going to switch to your primary weapon that you use to glitch out your glitched weapon. Once you've switched to that primary weapon, you are going to then use a repair kit on the glitched weapon and then quick swap back to that weapon, and voila, it should work for you and it should be still glitched. Having troubles glitching some of your weapons? Give this one a try. So what you do for this one is you basically glitch your weapon in third person. So get into third person, and then what you're going to want to do is make sure you get that animation where you shoot before it switches. Once you get that animation, then you can then drop or store your gun, and you should be good to go. This works extremely well with Teslas because those are really hard to glitch sometimes in the first person point of view. So once you see that last bullet fire and it does switch, you'll know you've done it right. That means you can drop your weapon, store it, and then pick it back up, and you should be good to go with the glitch. The next one is, of course, the magazine glitch. Now, I'm sure most of you already know this, but there's a couple little tips and tricks to help it work a little bit better. So for this one, if you're not happy with the magazine, you can go outside and wait 1 minute before coming back into the building, and usually it will respawn a different magazine. So if you don't want that one, you can try that to respawn it. If it hasn't respawned, you can jump out again, wait in the same server, just wait a minute to come back into the building, and it should maybe respawn it. I will say this doesn't always work, but this is nice for those of you that don't want to jump servers and just want to stay in the same server and try and farm that magazine. I cut out the whole minute on this that I was waiting just so you didn't have to sit there and watch it, so the video wouldn't be that much longer. So anyways, I come back in after waiting a minute and the magazine actually has respawned. Also, if you're getting that weird little glitch where you can only pick it up like once per minute, then also I would try shooting it down into the water and then finding it in the water with the photo mode and then collecting it in the water. That usually helps. Next up, we have the mine wall breach glitch, where you can skip the silo, get to the last part of the nuke sequence, and get that nuke launched. I think this is by far the easiest way to do it, but basically what you do is you have a mine, you throw it up on this box, and then you're going to want to make sure you don't have a gun, so just your bare hands, VATS onto the mine, and then punch it, and it should shoot you up above the wall. You might have to jump. Having a jetpack is best. So once you're on the top of this wall, what you're going to want to do is make your way like I do. You want to make sure you stay on the edge of the walls here, else you'll fall back into the map. So jump over to this spot here, and then you're going to want to have your jetpack, and you're going to want to jump up to this next spot here. And then once you've jumped over these spots, you're going to want to jump into this room right here, and boom, you will be to the end of the sequence where you can start the launch prep. Next up is how to get into the Kittery mine and get some extra scrap. I'll leave a link in the description that shows you how to do this in a little more detail as well, but it's pretty straightforward. So once you have your camp set in this location right here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build an underground camp like I do on this hill. It's right above the Kittery mine. So you want to make sure you place your camp as close to the Kittery mine as you can right above it. And then what you're going to want to do is then you're going to want to go into your underground camp here. So once you've gotten into your symptomatic or instrument or whatever you use to get into underground, you're going to be still right above the mine. And then once you get out of this symptomatic here or whatever you have, you're going to notice that you're going to make your way around here, and you're going to see the mine entrance down there below. It's kind of hard to see, but it's right there. You'll know you have done it right because you have to make this leap, and then it's going to launch you into a load screen. So once you load in right here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make your way to the other side here where you see this metal crate here. Jump on top of it, and then you're going to use the photo mode glitch to just kind of breach your way through this little glitched area. And then once you glitch through the spot, you are free to roam around and collect whatever ore or items you want down in the mine. Now it does take a few times in the photo mode, but it's pretty easy to get once you get the hang of it. And of course, we can't leave this one out. It is the ward glitch. You can endlessly farm SCRIP, reputation, and other items off ward if you do this repeatedly. I'll leave a link in the description that shows you how to do this step by step in another video as well. So what you want to do before this quest even starts is you want to get the turret circuit board. And how you do that is basically you get one of the portable power packs, or you get the osmosis kit or the medical scanner. You leave the server after storing it, and then you join back to the same server. Once you've got back into the same server, you pull that item out, and then you'll also have a turret circuit board with a star by it. You run back to ward, and then you're going to turn that in. You're going to select the first or bottom option. Usually the first option works best. And then you are going to store one of those items again, and then leave the server and join a different server. It does not have to be the same server. Now, if this was confusing, I left a link in the description. Next up, of course, we have the level 100 Super Mutant respawn. This, of course, takes place at West Tech, and basically all you have to do for this is you have to go to one corner of West Tech, farm it, go down into the elevator, and then you come back up and these Super Mutants respawn. I'll show you right here. So you want to kill the enemies in this quadrant. That does not have to be in the whole building, just this quadrant, because it's a little faster if you do it this way. So once you have killed these enemies up here, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to jump off this balcony, and then you're going to want to go down into the basement through this elevator. Once you're down into the basement here, you're going to want to wait down here for a minute before going back up. Make sure you try and kill all these super mutants that are down here as well. I usually set a timer on my phone, that way I know exactly when to go back up and I'm not just kind of guessing. So once you farm that area, you go through the elevator, you come back upstairs, you should be good to go, rinse and repeat. Next up, we have the merge camp item glitch, where you can merge onto any shelf or display. Now there is two methods to do this. There's also a pressure plate method as well. So basically, once you have the item placed on top, you want to find where the ground goes slightly down and then place it there. And you'll notice the item goes slightly down. If you keep placing it in that same spot where the ground goes down, the item will go down further and further. But anyways, just use this until you get it to the desired location you want on your shelf. The next glitch we have here is going to be the unlimited keycard farming glitch. Basically, you want to start the quest Hide and Seek and Destroy, which can be found in the White Spring Bunker. If you don't know how to do that, I will leave a video in the description on how to do this fully. And for the sake of time, I'm going to shorten this just a little bit here. So what you're going to want to do once you have that quest activated is then you're going to want to find the cargo bot on the map and shoot it down. Once you've shot that cargo bot down, this is the most important step in able to repeat this glitch. So before you collect the keycard and the contents inside the cargo bot, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get into your Pip-Boy and then you're going to want to abandon the quest. And basically what I mean by that is you have to reject the quest. Usually there's a button in the bottom that says reject. You want to get that quest completely off of your Pip-Boy and quest items. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and loot the cargo bot, get the card, and you should be good to go. Now you do have to repeat this step in the next server you join. So you shoot it down, reject the quest, and then do it over and over. You just have to jump servers for this to keep respawning. And I'll show you here that I do leave the server, and then I'm going to join a new server, and then I'm going to find that cargo bot on the map and repeat the steps I did. And the quest will already be activated, so you do not have to activate the quest again. Next up, we have the unlimited Uminit map. So I'm sure most of you know this already, but for those of you who don't, you go to any Uminit vending machine, you get one of the 3 maps, or all 3, it doesn't matter. Then what you do is you're going to drop one of the maps on the ground. Then once it's on the ground, you click A on it, and then you click no, wait for it to pause, press B to back out, click A on it again, and press yes. And then you should be good to go, and that should make you so the quest pops up on the map. And then from there, all you have to do is collect it, and then you can use that same map to repeat that instance, and you can do it over and over and over again. I will say it has been a little bit finicky lately, so you might have to jump servers in order to do it again. Regardless, it is repeatable. The next one is Sneak While Standing glitch. All you have to do for this one is you just have to get into change appearance, and then from there you just back out of change appearance, and then you'll be right here, and then what you do from here is you just pull out your weapon and you can run around in sneak mode. Sadly, you cannot sprint in this mode, so if you sprint you will have to redo this glitch. Luckily it is pretty easy to do. And the last glitch we have is going to be stacking your unyielding armor. And to save more on time, I'm going to leave a link in the description that will go into step-by-step on how to do this, because it does require either a lag switch or an Ethernet cable. Essentially, all you're doing is unplugging your Ethernet cable or using your lag switch to stack your unyielding armor to boost your effects. Hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Thanks so much for watching. This wasn't all the glitches in the game, but it's most of them. Catch you next time. Hit the damn subscribe button already.